1. Hello, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Return of the Living Dead Girlz. It's Friday again, and we're recording. Here we are. Good week, not a bad week, right? And we're feeling good. Shots help with that. You already know, ritual shots.
It is. That's fine.
And so tonight we decided to talk about some true crime stuff a little bit, go in that direction. Mm-hmm. And I've been wanting to talk about this for a while because I think it's interesting. And did I do as much research as I should have done? No.
Wow, and she's always like, you need a research.
I know. Oh, that's why I'm laughing at myself.
Okay, but
I am always like,
she's like,
we need to do. I'm like, I have like 3 screenshots.
That's it, bitch. I'm like, wow.
Okay, but having said that, Killer Kids, we're going to be talking about it, diving into that. Also, I mean, trigger warnings for a whole bunch of stuff.
Always a trigger warning, always a
murder.
Disclaimer.
So it's like, dude. Also, at the end, we're going to be now introducing a new little segment. It's going to be very short, okay? Mm-hmm. Do we want to reveal the name now or wait till the end?
We'll wait till the end.
Okay, we'll reveal it at the end. Thank you. And, so, Killer Kids, right?
That's our topic.
It's 2025, and I feel like...
The kids aren't all right.
Somebody check on them kids.
The kids aren't all right. They aren't all right.
Send a fucking welfare check.
They aren't all right.
Because they're just, there's a lot going on with adults as well, obviously. And
these tits
we're
ain't
gonna
all
be acting
right.
full. I mean, okay. Everybody loves tits. Sometimes I think about...
Actually, ask a few people. They'd probably say they're all right.
I'm sure. Yeah. Good tits. I mean, runs in the family. So the kids aren't all right. We might not be all right either, actually, now that we're thinking about it. But it seems like the cases have gotten more kind of crazy, I feel like, and just kind of nonchalant. These kids killing parents because of video games, because of food, or just flying off the handles, you know what I mean? As young as, I've heard, is like 11 or 12.
Oh, yeah.
This is not a joke.
Younger.
In our area, there is a high school, and there has been a lot of violent things happening there, which...
Is it the high school we went to?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And even when we were going there, it started to get, a little crazy.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember the segregated releases because people were fighting so much?
No.
Maybe you were gone by then.
Maybe,
but it started to get bad, okay? And then now apparently there's like stabbings and like people, attacking each other in the restrooms and like all these different things. And I'm like, damn, dude.
Wow.
So that's a whole thing we could go into as far as like child psychology and violence, I guess, just in general in our society. But, one of the cases I'm going to get into.
Right into it.
We're going to get right into it. I was looking into what case to do. There's actually a lot of them that is not like, I'm not putting that mildly. It's really kind of crazy. There's a lady, her name is Jo Frost. Might not recognize that name unless you know who the F she is.
I never heard of it.
AKA Super Nanny. She's like this thick British bitch with brown hair.
I do remember her, and I remember secretly thinking she was kind of sexy.
Yeah, she's a thickie, but she looked good.
She was kind of sexy. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you're going to discipline people up in here? Okay.
And then after that come discipline.
You're like, oh, I feel like I've been... Nanny? That is so fucked up.
Okay, all right.
Anyways. So her name is Jo Frost, right? Okay. And she, for a long time, I think it said almost 30 years, she was dealing with people's badass fucking kids. Dealing with them directly. She had the whole fucking show. If anybody's seen that, it's really kind of interesting, and you really feel bad for some of these parents. I'm just like, damn, like, it's supposed to be fun and games, and you got some kids or something, but no. Like, no, thank you. I like my sleep. I don't know.
They just
to
need a
each
little
their
ass
own.
whooping.
But he's like, oh, you go to bed right now.
Right? Like, oh, you want to do that shit? They just need fucking ass whooping. That's what happens. I'm just gonna say, parents don't whoop their kids enough. I feel that, but that's a whole.
I knew that was
going
gonna come up, honestly, because it's kind of just in that realm of this topic.
Okay.
But so yeah, she's done that. She almost 30 years she's did that. Okay, and somewhere in there, maybe like a little after 2015, I didn't grab the dates exactly. She actually started a whole another little venture about kids that actually are murderers and killers, right? One of them over there in Britain, actually, one of them was a girl, one of the youngest over there. I think her name was Sharon Carr. And she, oh my God, this girl was like really twisted, okay? She got away with it basically, but when they found the body of the girl, because it was another girl that she had attacked, like this is so trigger warning right now, she literally was stabbing her like in different areas of her body and then definitely like her private area as well. And it made me think of what you said when we were talking about sleepaway camp. Yes. Another one of our episodes, go check it out. And about the curling iron thing, which I didn't think that in that moment, but
I think that's exactly what happened.
This girl, literally like 12 or 13 or something, she did that. Yeah. And apparently this little girl, though, she kind of had a history of just being violent and aggressive and kind of mean and manipulative, of course. But yeah, it's just kind of sad, you know. It's really sad. And of course she got put away. I don't really remember the details of that either, but I'm just like 12 years old, dude. 12 years old, you're killing people.
Yeah, there's something going on there.
It's wild. And nowadays with some of these kids, that's why I don't even trust some of them. I'm just like,
little kid, children of the corn, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'd be like running up on you at the store. I'd be like, I don't know you. Don't be running up on me like you're cute because I don't trust you. Like, fucking no.
Children of the damn type of motherfucking shit. Like,
yes. In the mouth of madness and shit. Huh?
I've never seen that movie, Children of the Dam.
Is that like a branch of Children of the Corn? Or it's just like a knockoff type thing?
I think it's a completely different movie.
I don't know if I've seen that. I don't think so. But
check that out.
Definitely seen Children of the Corn. Could be on the list. I'm excited about, we already kind of decided the next episode's topic. We're not going to tell you now, but I'm excited about it. It's going to be a good one. It'll be a movie since we switch off.
Movies, yeah.
But
we already picked a movie.
Early 90s. Stay tuned. Oh, yeah. Anyways, that's kind of one of my little stories that's basically what I have for that one. This young girl over there murking people, like doing vile things too. And one of the detectives, one of the last little tidbits that he was saying was that it was so out of the ordinary and they were thrown the hell off from her trail because it was a young girl. They weren't thinking that somebody would do a sexually violent crime like that and be a young fucking girl. They would be like, it's a man. Yeah. Like there's, you know. So once it was like it all came to, they were just, of course, blown away because it was a child. Child.
That is wild. So for me, one of the most cases that I still remember briefly was, and I'm sure a lot of people may have heard of this, was the Slender Man, stabbing basically. Mm-hmm. So this article is from theindependent.com. Okay. And basically these two girls were from Wisconsin. They stabbed their classmate. Wisconsin.
Jeffrey Dahmer's from there, I think.
Oh shit, Wisconsin be popping out.
And I think people. Trixie Mattel. I love you, Illy.
So basically what happened is that these two girls lured their classmate Morgan Geyser and Anissa Weir were 12 years old, when they attacked 6th grader Peyton Leutner at a Waukesha Park on May 31st. Dude. After the 3 supposed friends had a sleepover. They stabbed her 19 times and was left for dead, but the girl survived, so she didn't die.
Dang.
She survived. She told everybody what happened, basically. The girls, Gazer and Wire, told investigators that they stabbed Mrs. Leutner to earn the right to become Slender Man's servants and to protect their families from them. And that's why they did it.
Whoa.
And they're, obviously Slender Man is fictional, but they were like, oh, we did it to appease him, basically.
Yeah, they were sucked into the girls' story.
Yeah, like they
unless they were experiencing something like otherworldly. I don't know. I'm not saying, that's why they did. They're probably just psychotic little fucking girls, but
I don't know. It's just wild. Like they basically knew each other since they were in 4th grade. And it said that Morgan Geyser, which is one of the stabbers, had struggled to make friends. So basically, I guess the girl, Miss Leutner, said that she had just decided to befriend her. And then I guess the other girl became friends with the other girl, which is Wire. And they began talking about the Slender Man. So basically that was kind of just it in a nutshell. Like they were gonna have a slumber party.
I don't know why the Slender Man reminds me of Babadook a little bit, but it's not the same.
Babadook, he is an ally. Babadook is an ally of the LGBT.
Apparently it is, and I will tell you why later on that. Stay tuned for that at the end of the episode.
Oh my god! Okay. So that was one of the cases that was wild to me because I'm like, they literally. And that's why I'm like, dude, you can't even fucking trust your own friends sometimes. Like, and I've had a few. I'm just gonna say I've had maybe 1 or 2 friends that I'm like, absolutely not. I can see them maybe trying to do that to me, and I just stop contact with them, and I'm not their friends anymore. And they still try to be my friend, and I'm like, no.
And what's weird when I was kind of skimming over a few of these cases is that there's circumstances in these kids' life that are in a whole bunch of other kids' lives, like divorce. Or changing schools or just some kind of turmoil or change or whatever. And they're fine. They don't end up, killing their classmate or killing their fucking mom or their whole family or whatever. Because there's a lot of stories about that.
Girl.
There was a recent one, like in the past, I don't know, handful of years or something, a young kid. And he killed his mom because of like a video game or like she wouldn't buy him something or she took it away. Of course, that seems to be like a pattern that you see in some of those stories, unfortunately, which is
wild,
insane. That's literally a whole nother thing too.
Kill your fucking parent for not buying you a video game. What the fuck is that about?
I know. Like, and then what are you gonna do? Now you don't got nobody. What the fuck? Who gonna buy your shit now?
Now you're in prison.
Now you're locked up in the system, and that's fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. Okay. Another one of my story, I don't know if you were done or not, actually.
Oh yeah, I was done with the Slender Man case. That's really what one of them was, yeah.
Okay, all right. I mean, that's a good one. I do remember that too, the 2 little girls, and I'm just like, dude. Yeah.
I'm like, y'all tried to kill her 19 times and she survived.
That's a lot of fucking stabs, dude.
God damn.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your story?
I'm like, I don't even know what to say to that. That's like crazy. Another story that was from the Joe Frost series, I guess, with the killer kids in Britain. It was a young boy. Was it Weatherford or James Weatherford or something like that? And he was actually, I think, considered a serial killer by the time that he got caught because he killed at least 3 people.
Damn.
Yeah. And I think he started, was he 13 or 14 or he's a 14 or 15? But yeah, he got away with it multiple times. And then when he was in the interrogation room and he was like talking to the cops and everything, of course he's putting on like this almost theatrical show and his confession like combined. It was very bizarre, just kind of like an enjoyment in it, like put like, oh yeah, like this is how I did it or whatever, he's like 15 or something, this kid. And I'm thinking,
But that's how serial killers be. They be starting when they're young.
Yeah.
And if they don't get caught, they literally continue until they're adults.
You think some serial killers start when they're young and they just never get... That's what you're saying,
I mean,
basically.
Generally, that's the typical, I would say, characteristic. I mean, maybe not all, perhaps.
That they start with animals.
Or they start with... Yeah, they start, like, torturing things. And I'm like... How could you
a morbid fascination, because that little boy, the serial killer, he actually was fascinated with serial killers and just killers in general.
I mean, I'm fascinated by them too, but that don't mean I'm gonna fucking go kill people.
That's what I thought too when I heard that, because I was like, I'm kind of fascinated. Not like I'm, spending all my time, reading about them or whatever, but obviously we talk about morbid, dark shit because it interests us and it's out
we're a
there.
little morbid and dark anyways.
Yeah, like it's just dark, part of it's part of life, And I think this is how I say, because someone's like, how can you be interested in that stuff? It's dark, it's this, and I recognize the good, I recognize the light, but I also know if people actually weren't interested in this stuff, we would need help.
What do you mean?
Like people that are detectives, people that are, morticians, whatever, that are not necessarily like... I mean, they could be super into it in whatever way, but just an interest,
Okay, sorry.
Bust something out. Bust a brush out.
Oh, shit. All right. I have to do it. I always do like an ASMR segment. This is ASMR. I'm going to clean your...
Elaine's like, you're fucking boring me. Let me get the ASMR. You can't hear it, dude, on this one.
No, this one is better. Okay, anyways. All right.
So this is like a really crazy thing. Talk about kids like being wild and shit.
Yeah.
Literally, I mean, of course y'all don't know where we stay, but there was a violent teenager crime like right outside on the street.
That's right. I remember that.
Because we have a street kind of running along the side of our house, and I remember the timing was so crazy on that, and I honestly thank the universe because I would not want to see that. There were these 3 little boys standing out there on the sidewalk on the other side of the street, and I just happened to be exercising in the room upstairs, and I could see out the window, I could see them, and they're all talking, and one of them was obviously body language defensive, and the other 2 were obviously the aggressors, it seemed like, and they were having a moment, and I'm thinking, oh God, like, I don't know what that's going to be. It looked like they were waiting for somebody. I don't know what was going on, but I get done, I go shower, I stretch, and then by the time I make it out, there's like all these cops and an ambulance and all this stuff on our block, and basically the kid stabbed the other fucking kid.
Damn. I do remember
and
that.
It happened it happened. It was so crazy. I missed it by like minutes, apparently.
And what if you, man, can you imagine if you did actually see like the stabbing?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
What would you have done?
I would have called the 911, obviously.
Like, hello, there's these kids stabbing.
What am I gonna do? Go out there and almost get stabbed? Like,
I mean, you have, okay, never mind.
I mean, yes, we're all armed in Texas. What the fuck? You already know.
But you're right. I get it. I probably wouldn't have went out there. Judges would have been.
Yeah, that's not my property out there to be pulling a gun on a kid. So like, I'm gonna call the cops if I would have seen it.
Right. At least you call the cops.
But yeah, I don't know. Kids are. Again, the kids are not okay. I feel like every generation maybe says that though about the generation. Right? That's just kind of evolution.
People are not okay.
We're just not. Humans, we're just not all right.
We are not all right. You right about that.
We are not, okay? We are working too much. We're lonely. We're overworked, underpaid, underfucked.
Underfucked. That's what people need. They just need to get fucked. That will probably help a lot of issues.
But then that's a whole nother, can of worms when it comes to emotional,
like psychosexual type shit.
Yeah, like. Like, peace of mind, it matters too fucking much. And if you ain't bringing it, then you ain't bringing it, okay?
Okay, so one of my articles that I looked up is, and I forget where I got this from, sorry, but basically was a British... We are so good at this.
You know how we like to do it.
Yeah. A British girl was found guilty in strangling death of boys. So Mary Bell, she was 11 years old when she was sentenced to life in prison in connection with the 1968 deaths of 2 boys ages 3 and 4. Okay.
Dang, 1968.
Yeah, this was in the 60s, and she was 11, and the boys were 3 and 4, so they're little, and she's little too. I mean, whatever. But says Bell was said to have strangled Brian Howe and Martin Brown solely for the pleasure and excitement of killing. The BBC reported. Bell's trial before her conviction for manslaughter created a sensation in the UK at the time. She was released 12 years later and given a new identity. She later received a court order that gave her the right for life to anonymity. Oh my God, I cannot say that right. Anonymity. I'm not saying that right, probably.
Anonymity?
Anonymity, yes.
The
Daily Mail reported. Oh,
animals?
Anonymity?
Animosity?
So I guess they let this girl out for strangling 12 years later. They let her out. So basically she was 11. 12 years later, she's still like...
young as fuck.
She's only like 23, so she still has her whole life that she can still live. And she killed these boys.
But change that identity, honey, because you won't be able to have a normal life.
I'm like, why let her out? What the fuck?
It's a complicated thing, yeah, because it's like, are you
she said
rehabilitated?
She did it for the excitement.
I'm like, are you gonna kill again? Are you just gonna snap?
What the fuck? Is she killing again? She might be. We've actually, that's another girl, because the other one with the stabbings were girls too. So I'm like, are girls now starting to get a little bit more like, we're going to kill? Because I feel like serial killers are mainly always men. Not all.
Well, as we know, statistically, violent crimes are carried out more by males.
Sorry, men.
I mean, that's just what it is. Not saying there's
numbers of life.
There are violent, women killers, as we know, but like, it's just the numbers outweigh each other. It is what it is.
Yes.
But I wonder too, because it's just like, I guess in general, in the last like decade or so with technology, or maybe the last couple of decades with technology, the internet, social media, attention span, nutrition, even, honestly, I'm not even going to go there. I'm just going to throw that in there. And just people, again, being parents when they're not ready, being overworked, overstressed, having your own trauma and shit to heal from while you're trying to do all of that and develop a whole nother existence as a human. Like, people get neglected,
Yeah, they do, but I mean, still, you gotta I feel like as a parent, and I'm not a parent, and I know I can't say this, but I just think it's like, parents, get involved with your kids. Kids going and shooting schools and having these guns, be in their business. Yes, I get it. They need their independence. They need their autonomy and all that. But, they're still your kid. They're still under your roof. Bust down that door and be like, what are you doing in your room?
Yeah.
And
if shit ain't right, take that fucking door.
Right?
Do like they used to do back in the day. That's what my grandpa, I think, used to do. One of the girls took the whole fucking door down. Be like, oh, you want privacy? You think you deserve privacy?
Right, not in my house.
Take the whole fucking door, okay?
Right? Get involved with your kids or keep them busy. And maybe if you can't keep them busy.
It's an emotional and a mental integration.
Check
and also
in with them. Bond with them.
Yeah. It's a bonding. It's a stimulation, It's hard. Again, I'm not a parent as well. I've known for a very long time I don't want human kids, I just don't. But it's like, you see,
I think you would have been an excellent mother, though.
Yeah, probably.
Get that
Maybe
shit
not, though. Maybe not. You know, I'm like, again, people
you
that
have
have
an alien baby somewhere.
their would you date a centaur?
I got a centaur baby somewhere. That's my baby, okay? I will take care of that baby.
Centaur or alien? That's really hard because, again, we don't know what kind of alien it is.
Yeah,
it could be a tiny little microscopic thing, or it could be like...
or like that little tentacle baby from Men in Black. Oh.
That was a cute alien
And it was
baby.
like all like...
I always see it. Like, had like a cute little...
and then it vomits on him. I love that. Anyways, okay.
Yeah, we'll take that alien baby. But yeah, killer kids. Back to that. It's just wild.
Wait, do you have another one or no?
No, those are my two main stories.
Bitch,
basically.
only got two.
I didn't do a lot of research this time. I don't know why, but we're still talking about it.
Okay,
we're still talking about it.
I actually want to. I have more. We're gonna say
go
this.
And then I'll go.
Okay. Oh no, you want to go?
No, you go.
I don't cut her off. You only have two, bitch? Well, I got four, so.
Okay, go.
Okay, well, my other one. No,
my topic,
this one was,
I'm unprepared.
Right, her fucking topic. And I literally came prepared. I'm like, whoa, okay.
Sometimes it be like that and one picks up the slack. I don't know what it is, but it happens.
Okay. So this one is more along the lines of just creepy kids. Because there's a lot of things that kids say. And I was like, okay, this can go into that. So basically this was, this person said, my daughter and I were reading on the couch one Sunday morning. It was raining outside. We were wrapped up in a warm blanket. She had a cup of tea. I had that perfect Americano. Life was good. My daughter looked up at me and said, Dad, when you die, can I cut you open and look inside? I choked a bit on my coffee. My wife simply turned around and did an about face and walked back upstairs. He said, sure. She looked up at me and she smiled. This was by Scott Paglia. I mean, if my child
So
said
who's
that,
sleeping after that?
Right, I'm like, what? Like, when I die, you want to look inside of me? Okay.
And I know I've come across stories like that as well, where kids say
the darndest things.
They say the darndest, cutest things in the middle of the night in your bedroom, and they're just standing there like a fucking zombie looking at you. But they say like violent things like that, or just not
nonchalantly.
Just nonchalant because they don't know.
They're like, I'm gonna hammer your head at night.
Yeah, like I'll see you tonight in bed, or like whatever.
I'm like, wow.
And I'm thinking, no, thank you. Okay, we're gonna lock you up, and it's gonna turn into a whole.
I'm like, baby, go to bed, and then have the lock on their door, like they ain't getting out.
Oh my god. Be like, we have a disappointment room.
Go in the disappointment room right now.
If you don't know what
I'll sit in there with you.
Oh my god.
Because I'm disappointed most of the time.
You as my child? Oof.
Ooh, child. Okay.
We're just gonna murder each other. But
like mother, like daughter. Or like mother, like son, whatever. I'm like, you must have got that from me, I guess. Honestly, okay, oh no, go ahead. And I'll mention something I was as a child. So, and it's something I've never told anybody, but I will talk about it.
Exclusive. Oh shit, okay. Well, basically, what else can I add in here? I think nowadays, I was kind of going into that anyways in the past decade or so with social media. I feel like that has a lot to do with the violence, honestly, because it's this connection with the lack of connection,
Yeah,
and
we become desensitized.
And again, the not having time, I think that's a huge thing, because we're also in this era of just convenience. We don't have time. Our food is fucked. Our water is fucked. Everything is fucked. You know what I mean? Like, the economy is fucked. So it's like everyone's stressed again. Stressed, overworked, underfucked, underpaid. And the kids are just kind of here like, okay, we're just trying to survive.
Right, we're just trying to
trying to survive, and if you don't buy me a video game, I'm gonna kill you, basically. so wild to me. I can't.
Laughing. Okay.
I can't fucking what? I can't get over that. I really can't. I feel bad. And I'm not laughing at obviously the victims of that, like R.I.P. No disrespect, but it's just never disrespect. We just act a fool.
We're just laughing at just how we would be and our children would be.
No, I'm like people. Sometimes, again, there's like no signs. It just kind of happens, which is really scary. Sometimes there is. You can kind of see it, you know, and parents are trying to let their kid be a kid and just find their way and, you know, find their interest, whatever. But sometimes there's like no signs, which is crazy. There was a trend, I don't know if you saw that on social media, and there was a mom and the son is like POV with his camera recording the mom. And he's like, yeah, it's like such a nice day, you know, and he's recording. She's like, yeah, it's super nice.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. And he's like, and she's saying something and he kind of like tries to cut her off or speaks when she's speaking. He's like, yeah, nobody can hear you scream out here.
And I remember it was a black mom.
It was a black mom.
And I already know my black sisters, they don't fucking play.
She instantly was like,
what the fuck you mean? She was literally like, didn't fucking trust him after that.
No.
She was like, well...
And honestly, I felt like...
I was like, boy, you try it.
That was like really kind of telling of the era that we're in, I feel like. And it's kind of scary because I'm like, I felt like you could see in her eyes like this uncertainty almost. Like, could this happen? Like, would this happen?
Like, she didn't put it past him. Let's just say that.
Right, yeah. And I'm like, and that's her own kid. And I think that just shows how prevalent it is now because these kids just be snapping the fuck off over like not buying hot Cheetos or whatever. Don't be eating those things. They're bad for your teeth.
Oh,
man.
I love hot Cheetos though.
I stopped eating them a long time ago. Definitely pre-COVID because it'll fuck with your stomach and it'll fuck with your teeth. Don't do it, guys. Just don't. Find something else crunchy and kind of healthy.
Find something else that's bad for you.
Sure. Like Takis. Those are better.
Oh, God. Fuck Takis. I hate Takis. They're so gross. I'm
it's
sorry.
Okay, but they're
like
just
them.
so fucking spicy. I'm like,
I
Jesus.
don't like them. I don't like them at all. No.
I'm like, you better buy your kids some hot Cheetos. They gonna get you.
Buy your kid the video game.
What do you have next? That was my little tidbit.
Well, I was going to talk about, so we were talking about creepy things kids say, and I'll actually tell y'all this when I was a little girl. I'm going to get exclusive and personal.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
I'll say this one story, because I was weird, and I was just saying I was weird. A lot of weird shit happened when I was a child. Not that my parents were bad. No longer weird, yeah. Like, my parents were great. Don't get me wrong. Like, I had good parents, obviously. I mean, yeah, it's fine. But I don't know. I think I went through and you know me. Okay, let's kind of backtrack. Because, like, this bitch knows me since life, basically. So, like, I've always been, like, I guess... I don't want to say weird.
We've known each other before we could remember anything.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And so I've always been like, I don't want to say a dark person. I mean, but I've always like delved into like just dark shit. I don't know. I just do. And even when I was, my nose is up, y'all. When I was a little girl.
She's getting over something. But she a strong bitch, so fuck that hoe.
I'm strong.
Fuck that hoe for real. You know who you are.
One story. Oh, yeah. Yes. My mom once told me one time, I guess a creepy thing that I said, because I remember I was a little girl. And I think that, again, I'll say this, like my mom and dad, they were young parents. They obviously were arguing a lot. I do remember seeing that. We all probably have seen that. And I remember, I guess as a little girl, I was drawing something. And I guess it was like, kind of like, it looked like a monster or something like that. And my mom was like, what is that? And I was like, I told her it was the devil. And then my mom was like, okay, like she was concerned, obviously. And then I had asked her, she said that she remembers that I asked her the question, do you think that if God and the devil got in a fight, like, who would win? And my mom's like, God would win, of course, like she's telling me. And I told her, I was like, I think the devil would win. And I told her that, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, And I think I remember that when I was a little girl. Why I said that, I don't know. I just... Now everybody's gonna think, what the fuck? She's crazy. But like,
Dude,
my mom
too bad
said...
you don't have that fucking drawing.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure she threw it away. But
I guess so,
yeah.
but that would be so crazy to see.
Yeah, and my mom distinctly remembers that, and I was like, oh,
I would remember that too. Who
and I
wouldn't
was like,
remember that?
I know. I was like, what the fuck?
And you're saying you think you remember that? That's interesting too.
I think I do remember that, or maybe I'm just remembering her telling me that story, so I'm like, oh, I remember. I don't know, but that's what my mom said I told her. And but I want to say that sounds familiar, and that honestly sounds like something I would have said when I was little.
I know. You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like that could be like a sign or something. Someone could look at that as a sign in a kid, like, oh, there's something fucking going on here.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got to be worried.
I'm completely fine, y'all. I'm fine.
Yeah, she's not like a murderer or anything.
Nobody knows that yet, but anyways. Just kidding. Nah, I'm good. We're good.
But yeah, it's like you never fucking know sometimes.
Yeah,
with
so that
the
was one
kids
creepy thing I
because
said.
kids do say some weird shit sometimes. Then there's things that people.
Bitch, I remember you would say some weird ass shit too.
Oh God, I'm scared.
But I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not gonna say anything. It's your personal stories.
I'm like, now I don't know what that means, and I wish you would have told me before.
You would tell me some crazy
Should we
shit. You would
pause
tell me
and
that
come
you
back?
would. No, it was just like you would just say that you would see ghosts or something when you were little and shit. And that you had an imaginary friend. I remember the imaginary friend, bitch. I think we've all had imaginary friends, so maybe.
I think a lot of kids do, definitely. But yeah, I've had paranormal experiences since I was a kid. So
yeah,
that
so
makes
maybe it's
sense.
not so weird. I don't know.
And even in that house that y'all used to live in, I remember there was a lot of creepy shit. I'm like, every house y'all fucking lived in, that house, then they moved to this house, got a bill. There's always creepy shit going on in there.
There's creepy shit in this house
And there's
too.
creepy shit that happens in here too.
Maybe it just
actually.
fucking follows us. I don't know. Shit.
I mean, we talked about that in another episode as far as like when you are sensitive, meaning you have some kind of connection to the other side or just spirits.
And maybe that's always
whatever you want to talk about. They can be drawn to you because
I think, yeah, maybe
it's like a light in the
like
darkness, as some people have described it. So they're kind of drawn.
And children are we all know they're susceptible to that. So who's to say that dark forces weren't trying to connect with us as children? You know?
And I think that's because we know, they can definitely sense it more. They see it more, and since they are young, they could be way more influenced, which is kind of scary.
Yes.
Because the little dude, I think his name was James Weatherford, the serial killer, he said that he had voices and different things going on that weren't real, that were leading him to do these killings. And that's why he was like, I had to do it because they were telling me, and they were telling me how to do it. And I'm thinking, what if those were like... In this realm, of course, he's a murderer. He killed these people. He planned it out. Whether he heard these voices or saw something or whatever. I don't know.
I don't know either, girl, but all I know is that I remember shit when I was little.
Yeah.
Some things I can't explain. I don't know. Weird shit.
Even though I saw and would feel different things at a young age, sure. I never felt like I wanted to hurt somebody or hurt my parents for that matter. But I also don't remember much of that being like dark. If it was like an experience, it was an experience of not something dark. I don't know how to describe it.
I don't know, and I can't say the same for me because I felt like
you were on the dark side.
I was on the dark side for some reason. I don't know. And honestly, and I'll say this, okay, disclaimer. Now we're getting personal.
I know. I'll say, fuck it.
Like, because, chill killers, child shit. But, like, I think for me, and again, this is a trigger warning. I was sexually molested as a child, and I do think that had a lot to do with maybe just darkness. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. But I'm fine, guys.
Well, I will say I know that does cause a lot of darkness as a fellow survivor as well. And I think that again, this is also something that can be typical that happens to a lot of kids, is sexual assault and molestation. But again, not all of those cases go on to be violent criminals, basically, or murderers, you know?
It was more than just that, I think, for me, so I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I mean, that didn't fucking help.
No, it didn't.
You know what I mean? Like,
it did not.
Obviously. So it's just, I don't know. There's so many different things that could go into it. That's what was cool about this lady, Jo Frost, in the show that she kind of developed after dealing with all these fucking people's badass kids. Check out Super Nanny. I'm like, give her a click or two because, man, she be dealing with these kids.
Girl, I do remember
She's got the patience of steel, man. And,
she was like Mary Poppins.
She was like a thick ass Mary Poppins.
Thick,
bitch.
hot, sexy Mary Poppins.
Yeah, and I'm like, we need to stop, yeah. Okay. All right, Super Nanny. We love you.
My funny bone.
You did. Oh, you good.
Okay, we're good. Okay.
Anyways, but
now here
really...
we are, the fucked up people we are today, giving y'all this podcast. Hello.
Shit happens, dude.
Hey,
but you have to move on.
Yes,
you
that's
have
the
to
key.
overcome it. You have
overcome
to find...
and you do better.
Yeah, you have to build up from the ground sometimes.
You do better. You know better, you do better.
Yeah. I'm like, what is that saying? The trauma in your childhood isn't your fault, but the recovery as an adult is, basically. And that is some true shit.
True, real, trill shit.
Anyways, I know. Like I said in that other episode, I was like, nothing like a pair of tits to calm you down.
Exactly, and I've been doing it ever since.
But that's basically what I have. Again, the Jo Frost thing. Check that out with the Killer Kids. I really love that. But again, unfortunately, there's a lot of freaking stories with kids
that was
murking.
Just the surface of it.
There's like, so you better watch them kids.
People have kids.
Don't be giving them phones too early, dude. Like,
oh, girl, that's
that's like a perpetual thing of like, oh, the social media is a problem, the technology, the phone, and y'all be giving these fucking kids phones at 10 years old. 10 years old?
I mean, I know who are we to judge, but at the same time, it's like
it's a safety thing. We went to school a whole long ass time, so did a whole bunch of other generations without fucking phones, and we made it.
But if you think about it, we had access to the internet when we were little, and what were we doing in the motherfucking chat rooms?
I did chat some. I was also like just searching and researching stuff.
That's true. I mean, I remember when I was like fucking in junior high, I was already looking up like rotten.com. Y'all remember rotten.com? I know y'all fucking do.
Yeah.
For those who don't, well,
if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Okay.
So young, watching all kind of crazy shit.
Girl.
Talk about being young and being exposed to violence.
We were exposed to a lot.
The new movie, the remake that's coming out, is called The Faces of Fucking Death, dude.
That's right, you did say
and
that.
I can't wait. Actually, I don't even know if it's out yet, but
Faces of Fucking Death. Yo.
When we first moved out here to Katy, Texas, I guess technically.
Well, so now y'all know where Katy, Texas. Shut up, but yeah,
oh,
they
you
knew
can
we were in
bleep
Texas.
that out. You can bleep that out.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
They don't know our fucking last name.
There was a video store not far away, and my dad, R.I.P. to him always.
Hooray.
He took us to the store. They had VHSs and they had DVDs. And he got maybe a VHS of Faces of Death.
He's like, let's watch this.
We went home and watched it. And my mind, honestly, is still blown at some of those videos that were on there.
I remember that.
It was insane. I saw a lot of crazy movies, like, before high school, honestly.
Girl, same.
Faces of Death, Dolly Dearest, The Exorcist, like, those are extreme. The Exorcist still, like...
My mom won't watch it to this day, actually.
Yeah, I can't watch it alone. Like,
I'll watch it. But honestly, I do believe there's power in movies, too. So there are some certain movies where I'm like, you gotta be cautious.
If symbols have power, then movies definitely have power.
Oh yeah.
And music too, for that matter. Think about that fucking Zeal and Arbor song.
But we love Zeal and Ardor, okay? But there is
Zeal
one song
and
that
Ardor.
I'm like, ooh, girl, I won't listen to because.
Tell him.
Basically, there's one song, I think it's called Sacrilegium or something.
I thought it was
like
the
that.
Children's something.
I forget.
It's, yeah.
And he's basically quoting demon names in the song. And I'm
He's
like, don't
chanting
listen
them.
to that. Yeah. I mean, even a lot of people are like, oh, it's just music, it's a song. And I'm like, yeah, it is, but I'm a firm believer, you don't want to call demons out by their names. And you don't want to have them out.
Yeah, and there could be power in words, dude.
Yeah, there is power in words.
So it's like, okay. But so yeah, that's all I kind of have on the Killer Kid stuff and just random tidbits. We're gonna kind of cut it short. We're wrapping it up because again, we're gonna add in a new little segment.
Yeah, we're gonna lighten things up now.
Yeah, we were like, oh, let's do something. I don't know. We just kind of brainstormed. I was like, let's do something at the end, something more lighthearted and sweet, something more lighthearted.
You know, we're still lighthearted, but also let's kind of have a mental palate.
Yeah, you like a palate cleanser.
Yeah,
mental cleanser.
So you wanna announce it or what?
Okay, yeah. So the new little segment we are going to do, it's simply going to be called Living Dead Girlz Talk.
Yes.
And basically, we're just going to talk about whatever the fuck we choose to talk about. Okay.
Exactly.
And this month, it is June 6th, okay, 2025, and that means it's Pride Month, bitches.
Yes,
Happy Pride,
happy
you
Pride.
fucking queers out there. We love you.
We love you.
All the LGBTQIA plus community, we love you, and happy Pride, bitches. Okay?
Happy Pride.
So I was like, let's do something, just talk about something queer. We actually got this idea from AI.
From AI did help us. I was like, what can we really talk about?
We were brainstorming and we're like, I don't know. And then we're like, fuck it, we're going to use AI. So there it is, True Confessions. But the idea is really good. Do you want to share the idea?
Yeah, so the topic was, if we had to choose in a zombie apocalypse, what LGBTQ plus icons would you have on your team in your zombie apocalypse team? Basically.
Apocalyptica.
Like if you're in a zombie fucking apocalypse, who are the two you're gonna have with you? And so I'm gonna go ahead and go first. So mine, I'm gonna have Queen Latifah because she's badass.
Yes, she is.
I mean, you need a black woman on your fucking team who's crunk as hell. And I could just see her just fucking what in the fuck is this? Like, we gotta get
take it to set it off right away.
She gonna set that shit off. She's gonna have her cornrows ready. She's gonna have the machine gun ready.
We all gonna be cornrowed down. We're gonna be down, bitch. Bow us the fuck down.
And so I'm gonna have her on my team because I just feel like she'll be a bad bitch.
She is a bad bitch.
She'll be and I'm gonna be like, okay, you know what? I'll probably give it up to her when she wants it. I'm like, she's gonna be the dom. She's gonna be the fucking dom in this shit.
I guess I would give it up to Queen.
I give it up to Queen. I will. I
would. Shit, fuck it.
I'll be like, okay, mommy. All right.
I mean, zombie apocalypse time. Like, yeah, she gonna get it.
And then my other choice, because I'm like, okay, I gotta also have somebody and Queen Latifah is funny too, so I'll probably still be laughing and all that. But then also, I'm gonna have Kate McKinnon on my side because I need a blonde white girl with me.
Why is that? I don't think of that first, but I'm like, I need to survive with this person.
But she's funny. She's fucking funny, and she's cute,
she's smart.
And she's smart, and I could just see her kind of being more like, well. Okay,
she's definitely gonna get it.
She'll get it too. So we'll probably all three just menage a trois, I'm sure. And then
that's the best. That's the best option.
Or one-on-one, one and the other, whatever. We share nights. I don't know.
Happens.
We split nights up. Who knows,
whatever
right?
We feel comfortable.
Because we're all queer, so we're all just gonna fucking.
One's on their period. You can take a rest. We be,
So I would have Kate McKinnon though and Queen Latifah because Queen Latifah is funny, but she's also badass. And Kate McKinnon will just be like the one that's kind of like lighthearted, like, hey guys, Hey guys, look at that zombie over there, guys. I can just see her.
Are they fast or slow zombies?
Oh.
We didn't discuss that, but we're talking about it now.
Let's just have the original slow shambling zombies.
Okay, yeah, that's way better.
So, not the fucking runner ones. So, just this slow shambling zombies. We're easy to knock them out. Like, just like...
Yeah.
Killing somebody. And,
like Shaun of the Dead slow.
Yes, it'll be like Shaun of the Dead type shit.
Okay, all right.
And just imagine Queen Latifah and
you and Kate.
Me and Kate, and we're just trying to fucking survive, but also like just doing it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's my team.
I love that. Yeah. I love Queen Latifah.
There were so many to choose from, but I was like, you know what? Kate
There's a lot of
Latifah.
queer icons that are amazing for so many different reasons. But I love that you picked Queen, honestly. That's my favorite pick out of your pick. Out of your picks. Okay. Now.
Da, 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 da.
Now to talk about my pick. I was very torn about my other options, but my first option when we first talked about this topic, I was like, oh, this is the one. I know she's like off the bat my first fucking choice. Her name is Calico Reese or Rice.
Yes.
Okay.
She is fine. And I'll put a picture in her in this video.
Yeah, put a picture. It's way better.
Fine as hell, and that's also a fucking bad bitch. Oh my God.
She's so like
bad bitch right there.
She just
I'm gonna try to tag her too, like Calico Reese.
Yeah, a little bit about her. She's a world champion boxer, actor, advocate, a proud two-spirit warrior.
Indigenous.
She also uses her platform to raise awareness for MMIWG2S+, and which, yeah, I mean, she's amazing. She's beautiful, intelligent, strong. Scratch the beautiful, that's regardless, you know, but, you know, it also kind of helps. But she's amazing. She's an amazing woman. She really is.
Oh yeah.
So that would be, yeah, I feel she's a fighter, like literally a trained fighter. So like, I feel like that could help too.
She could probably pick you up if you need to be picked up or something.
Just pick me up, Callie.
Yeah, pick me up too.
Whenever.
Now, okay, what's your other pick?
Okay, so then I was very torn about my my one other options, and I was torn between two people. Okay. Quickly, I would say the first one was Freddie Mercury. Okay.
I thought that was interesting because why him?
I don't know. I just feel like, okay, he was born in 1946, died in 1991. He lived through a lot of eras that were very difficult. And as you know, he did have AIDS, but he still fought through that. He fought through just the AIDS epidemic in general, even though, you know, he did lose his life because of it, but he continued to make music. He continued to be himself. And I just feel like that kind of fight and that male gay energy would really bring something to.
I did think about having a male, and
table.
I guess I didn't. I thought about having a male with me too.
I did, and then I was like, oh, but it's gotta be gay. So Freddie Mercury.
Yes, a gay. Yeah.
On the flip side, the other one where I was like, okay, I'll probably choose this one, especially if it's Shaun of the Dead style, is Trixie Mattel, aka Brian Furcus.
And that would have been fun too. That would have been fun too.
Which is one of RuPaul's Drag Race stars. That's where she kind of broke out, and I found her.
Everybody should know Trixie Mattel.
And Trixie is just like a part of my life, literally. I love that queen so much.
The lead part of her business, Trixie Rewear.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I put Trixie in my business name. And also I learned from Trixie that Trixie's actually a nickname for the name Patricia.
Oh, shit.
Which is my mother's name.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm using that in my business name, so.
Awesome.
But yeah, those would be my picks. I think it would be Calico Rice, or Reese, it's probably Reese, and Trixie Mattel, Brian Furcus.
Damn.
The comedy would be brought with that one. We would definitely be putting together zombie apocalyptic outfits, and you know, just we could reproduce, I guess, also because he's a dude.
That's true.
It might be like an artificial insemination check. We would find like a turkey baster or something.
Right, like look, Trixie, just here.
Do it like real
this cup, or Freddie, either one, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, I should have thought about a male too. I'm gonna say a runner-up as a male.
Okay,
I probably would have picked Bretman Rock. One, because Bretman is pretty and
gorgeous,
and definitely he's also funny. She's funny. She, you know, hey, they, yeah. And I can see Bretman just being also like, oh my God, girl, there's a zombie. But I can see Bretman actually kicking in and be like, oh no, fuck them zombies. And like literally going out there and also kicking ass to the zombies. I can see that.
And then being like hot and tanned and brown. Because he is so hot.
And I guess we could, I'm like, well, Bretman, we might have to reproduce. So
it'd be like, we have to do what we have to do. I could just see him being like, okay.
Right, and I don't know if I'll be able to reproduce, but maybe, I don't think Queen Latifah could do it. But anyways, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. We're not going that far
now,
into
imagine
it. Who are we reproducing with? Would you have an alien baby?
But wait, I want to talk about what if we, no, let's talk about the scenario. What if like our teams join forces? Like I'm like it's me,
Shaun
Queen,
and
and Kate,
style.
right? Yeah, and we meet up. I'm like, there's Nikki. And then you have your crew, and like we're all 6. Wait, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6, because it's still 2 people. All 6 of us are literally trying to take on these zombies.
I think it could work.
I think it could work too, and I think it would be an really excellent team.
Yeah,
an excellent team.
I'm like Callie and Queen. I'm like
the 2 fierce black
Trixie
women.
and Kate.
Oh yeah.
And then you have Freddie and
Bretman.
So
it's not 6; it would be 8 then people. Because we'll go ahead and do 3. So, Bretman is my male then. Mm-hmm. So there it is.
That's a good choice.
That would be an excellent.
I didn't even expect that from you at all. But gosh. Yeah, he's very cute. Yeah. But he's very smart too. So, but yeah, that's basically who I would have with me. Basically, we're gonna survive. We might look fabulous.
We'll look fabulous.
We're gonna, repopulate and have a nice little gay world rebuild.
Gay world. We built this city on gay.
Then we'll be having giving birth to straights, and there would be like, you and your straight agenda. Don't you dare come in here with that. Don't you dare come in here and talk about a man and a woman.
In my face. Okay, don't do it.
That wouldn't matter. We'd just be like, whatever at that point. We're not going to be doing
all that.
Let
go there.
Like,
now, also,
let it go.
I always said, I think I mentioned this in the other episodes, like, if Nikki turns into a zombie, I'm going to keep her as a zombie. If she gets bit and she turns, I'm like, no, don't kill her. I need her there. I'm gonna she's gonna be with us, like Miss Michonne style. Like, I'm just gonna keep her on a chain, long distance. I'm like, come on, Nikki. And she's gonna be like our defense perimeter. So I'll be like, don't go outside. Nikki's out there somewhere.
That is something she's been saying for a very long time.
I have always imagined, like, if with zombie apocalypse happens, Nikki's a zombie. If I'm in a house,
she's like, I'm not gonna. I told her, kill me.
I said,
fucking
no, I'm
kill
not
my ass
kill
if
her.
I'm a
and
zombie.
I told her the same. I was like, don't fucking kill me. If I'm a zombie, let me.
And I told her, I'm gonna kill you.
I mean, if I'm
she's like, don't, just let me go. I'm
trying to eat you, yes, but like, if not, let me roam free. And just murk motherfuckers. I'm gonna let you, but I'm gonna keep you close. So I'm like, she's outside.
I'm gonna be chained up.
She's chained up. I'm like, she's the fucking alarm system, the defense system.
So anybody who tries to lines with white sheets, and I'm just back there somewhere.
She's like, I'm like, that's just Nikki, y'all. Watch out, she's back
Nikki,
there.
Nikki be like, you stay behind that blue line. Don't cross it.
Because Nikki's right there.
Get you.
Nikki's back there past the blue line. Put him out there with Nikki.
Just throw him out there.
Food for Nikki. And then just the people out there. Like, go out there, pass her.
Yeah, fuck it.
That's it. That's what it would be. And I'm just out there roaming freely, not chained up. Like...
And then in the end, what happens? She ends up killing me.
And then I end up killing her.
And I'm like, son of a bitch, I should have
killed her. I'm over here biting her. She's like, I should have fucking killed her. Oh, man, that's funny.
But now y'all know what's going to happen to me in the zombie apocalypse.
Exactly. She's alive. She's going to be kept alive.
She'll be fine.
I'm like, don't touch her. She's my zombie cousin. She is my zombie cousin. Don't fucking touch her.
My cousin.
She's still my cousin.
Don't you dare.
I mean, by that time, I'll probably be a little crazy anyway. So I'll be like, she's my cousin, Mrs. Nesbitt. She is Mrs. Nesbitt.
Oh my God.
Okay, I had to throw that out.
Oh my God. She said that a weekend or two ago. I was feeling kind of sad, so we went to go get a drink, which is very out of the ordinary for me.
At Applebee's.
At Applebee's, because we just found out about Applebee's and their cheap fucking drinks. Mm-hmm. So, for some reason, she brought that up.
I was like, you're over here like Mrs. Nesbitt and shit, because fucking Buzz Lightyear was literally all fucked up. I am Mrs. Nesbitt. I'm like, bitch, you Mr. Nesbitt.
Oh, but yeah, ever since then, I already forgot about it, but Mrs. Nesbitt is in the vocabulary
now.
Rolodex.
Mrs. Nesbitt.
Use it wisely, because it's very funny.
Like, are we going to get Mrs. Nesbitt tonight? Yes, we are.
We are, and that means either we're going to get shit-faced fucked up, or we're going to just, like, cry and eat ice cream.
Either way.
Either way. Bad bitches are also sad bitches.
Baddies can be saddies.
Yeah, very true. But that's really it.
I guess
that was our little segment. I don't know how long we got on there. But,
oh yeah, we've got it.
That's what we're gonna kind of do. Just go off the deep end at the end.
So wrapping up,
if you made it this far,
we made it this far.
Love you. Like, comment, subscribe.
We are on followers.
We're on Spotify. Comments. We're on YouTube. We're on iHeart. We're on Instagram. Check us out. Leave us a comment.
Leave us an email. I'm still waiting, you motherfuckers. scaresandtrill@gmail.com. Send me an email, please.
Send anything.
Send anything. I still haven't. Why are y'all shy?
Aliens, send us nudes.
Send us something.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah, definitely.
Just anything. Anyways, we really appreciate the followers. We're slowly building, and we do see y'all.
We do see y'all. Thank you for the interaction, for the comments, the likes. We appreciate it. We really do. But yeah, I'm like, check us out now. Oh, actually, and I was gonna comment at the end, of course, but this is our 15th episode. So
15. I think we should celebrate when we're at our 20th. Okay.
20. I'll make a little cake, and I'll make something for us.
Yes, exactly. And you'll watch us eat the cake.
That's right.
Because that's a thing.
It is. We'll do
I might even sit on it too. Okay, maybe not.
I better get paid for that.
Okay, yes.
Anyways, that'll be another type of... Anyway, so thank you again for tuning in. And until next time, don't forget to return to the living dead girls. Bye. Bye.